Scientific study of Vedas, creation of universe, starting from BRAHMAM. Class 31. In this, we are going through the first mantra, Pranava Mantra, through which the universe was, the creation of this universe was started. It is the first mantra or Vedic stand through which the creation started. That is Omkara. We are also going through the structure of nucleus, how it is formed through Omkara, through this mantra, and who is Rudra, etc. In the last class, we have seen that the universe is filled with waves and ankyras or particles throughout the universe due to the flow of waves. Different types of waves in opposite two different types of waves, or a pair of waves which is in opposite direction. One goes in this way, the other in this way. So at the meeting point, the others cancels each other, and it resulted in certain points which act as particles or matter. And these particles are called ankyras, and ankyras are of different types. So it contains electron and proton, etc. So from this electron and proton, the nucleus is to be formed. First, nucleus is to be formed. Then, by arranging electrons around this, it will change into atom. Then atom combines with other atoms to form molecule, etc. And creation proceed as such. So, through this Pranava Mantra, Omkara, this nucleus is going to form. Or it explains how this nucleus of the atom is formed through this Pranava Mantra, which explains the procedure in which this nucleus was formed. So let us first go through a sutta in Yoga Chudamani Upanishad, stands 76 to 78. Let us first go through it.
യോഗ ചൂടാമണി ഉപനിഷത്ത് മന്ത്രങ്ങൾ 76 മുതൽ 78 വരെ. മകാരസ്താമസകൃഷ്ണോ രുദ്രശ്ചേതി തദോച്യതേ പ്രണവാത് പ്രഭവോ ബ്രഹ്മ പ്രണവാത് പ്രഭവോ ഹരിഃ പ്രണവാത് പ്രഭവോ രുദ്രാ പ്രണവോ ഹി പരോ ഭവേത് അകാരേ ലീയതേ ബ്രഹ്മ ഉകാരേ ലീയതേ ഹരിഃ മകാരേ ലീയതേ രുദ്ര പ്രണവോ ഹി പ്രകാശതേ ജ്ഞാനിനാമൂർധവോ ഭൂയാത് അജ്ഞാനേ സ്യാത് അധോ മുഖഃ.
It says that through this Pranava Mantra or stance, Vedic stance, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, etc. are formed. We have already seen this. What is Brahma? Brahma is the creative force. The first force, this first force came from Brahmam. Initially there was only Brahmam. From this a force came because it wanted to create a universe. That wave flow in the form of waves, and thereafter it divided into three, classified into three. One is creative force, the other is its opposite, that is as per Newton's third law, or as per Triguna, creative force is Rajoguna, and there is an opposite, that is Tamoguna, that resulted in the form of wave, through which these Angirasas are formed. Then these Angirasas are to be concentrated in such a way so as to form the nucleus, which is in the form of a shape of a ball. It contains, as per modern science we know, it contains neutron and proton. Neutron contains electron and proton. So, in general, this universe is filled with electron and proton. These are to be compressed into a ball-like form to form the nucleus, so that electron and proton, when joined together in this ball, combines each other due to attraction and gets neutralized, and electron and proton joins together to form the neutron. Likewise, this nucleus contains neutron in addition to that proton also. So the charge of the nucleus is plus, because neutron is neutral, proton with a positive charge. That is the nucleus of the atom. This is the first thing to be formed due to this Pranava Mantra. So the Pranava Mantra is, so Brahma is the creative force, Vishnu is the retaining force or maintaining force, and Rudra is the destructive force. Three types of forces are acting in this creative action. So Pranava Mantra is Om. When you say Om, actually what is happening? Om. Om means at the start we are taking air, Om, and then it is concentrating, and at the end it is compressing. That is the procedure through which the electron and proton field in the Ankyras field in the universe is to be compressed to form the nucleus. So a number of nucleuses are formed. This is explained in another way by saying that this Om contains three letters: A, U, Ma. It is explaining in a different way. This Om contains three letters. That is Pranava Mantra. Om. That is Pranava Mantra. It says it has three letters: A, U, Ma. When we say A, we are attracting all the Ankirases, electron and protons. It is attracting. We are taking air by saying A. Likewise, these are taken. Then U, second letter is U. Then it is compressing. So taking is stuff. A is the first letter that represents Brahma. It is the starting of creation. It attracts all the, it takes all the Angirasas or electron or proton in this way. First it takes, attracts everything, concentrated at a point. Then U, second letter, it is compressed, that is Vishnu. Then Ma, by saying Ma, we are closing this. That means it is compressed, that is Shiva, Maheshwara. It is destruction. First creation, then maintenance, then destruction. What is the destruction of what? Electron and proton, when compressed together, touches each other and gets neutralized. Electron losses its quality, proton losses its quality, and it becomes a new substance that is neutral, that is neutron. So it is Mahadeva. Mahadeva is destruction, destructing the electron and proton and forms a new thing, neutron. At the same time, there are proton also. All these together join together to form a ball-like shape, that is nucleus. Thus, nucleus is formed. That nucleus contains electron proton joined, neutralized. That particle is called neutron. Then proton. So it is a combination of neutron and proton in the nucleus, and the charged particle only in that is proton. Neutron is neutral. So the nucleus is with a positive charge. So that is the first thing created. That is why it is called the first Vedic mantra. First mantra, Pranava Mantra, through which the creation take place. That means nucleus is the first thing to be produced. Then it will result in the formation of atom. Then atom combines too. So the creation starts from atom or nucleus. That is why this process, attracting, holding, and compressing to form a nucleus. From the electron and proton or anguirus spread throughout the space, it is attracted, compressed, and form the nucleus, and different nucleuses are formed throughout the universe as a first step. That is first Pranava Mantra. First mantra through which the first creation take place, that is nucleus. That nucleus is called Rudra. So the shape of the nucleus is likewise particles, ball-like small particle, proton, neutron, etc., electron. This combined. This is nucleus, structure of the nucleus as per modern science. Now, Veda compares with some items, so that through which we can understand what is the shape of the nucleus. One such thing is the Rudraksha. Rudraksha means eye of Rudra, that is like this. This is Rudraksha, eye of Rudra. So it is almost similar to the nucleus of an atom. So this Rudra means nucleus, is comparing with the Rudraksha. This, it is obtaining from some trees. Or again, Rudra is related with another thing, that is the ash. Rudra is present in the ash that we found that we get after funeral, burning of something, usually burning of body. We will get some ash. That is related, as per Veda, it is related with Rudra, this nucleus. Why? We know after burning we are getting ash which contains carbon. Carbon is an atom. Carbon is atom. There may be magnesium or calcium or anything like that after burning, it may contain, that ash may contain carbon, magnesium, phosphorus, or silicon or anything like that. Silicon is in the ash. Ash may contain silicon also. It may contain carbon. Ash contains major part is carbon. Along with mud, we can see silicon also, calcium also. All these are but atoms. So it says that you can see Rudra in the ash. But in story, Rudra is presented as a character. But at the same time in the Puranas, it says that it is related with this type of Rudraksha. So it is similar. Or we can see Rudra in the funeral place where the body is burning. And it is present there in the ash. That means it contains atoms like carbon, calcium, etc. So, from this we should try to understand what is Rudra is. Rudra is the atom or the nucleus of the atom. So, it is the first thing created due to the compression of the particles formed in the universe. That particles are called angiras, which are formed from the waves or energy. So angiras are called the sons of Agni or fire or heat, energy. It is the son of energy. That means when waves combines together, we will get angiras, that particles. When two waves combine in the opposite direction, the other waveform disappears and only joining points that remains stationary. That will show the property of a particle. That is Ankira. That we have already seen in the earlier classes. So it was only present, that Angiras was present in the universe. It may contain electron, proton, etc. These are fundamental particles. Then these are combined together and the process is AUMA. Compressed gas, taken all this, compressed it and then fully compressed it. Inhaling, concentrating, closing it, pressing it to form a nucleus. When combining these two, electron, proton and gets neutralized and form it as neutron and proton also. So the nucleus is formed which contains neutral neutron and positively charged proton. So nucleus is positively charged and this nucleus is formed. It is like Rudraksha or the ash that we seen in the funeral place. So from this we should understand what is Rudra. But in the Purana stories, Rudra is presented as a character, but we should try to understand it is only a character in a story. The actual Rudra we can see in the funeral ashes placed in the ashes, or it is similar to that Rudraksha, that this is the Rudraksha. It is called Eye of Rudra. This is obtaining from plant, a particular type of plant. So the first creation is the nucleus through the process of Pranava Manthra, Omkara. Om. Om. Om means taking, compressing, and pressing. By this process, this nucleus is first formed. And in the coming classes, we can see how this nucleus become atom. To become it, to convert this nucleus into atom, we should arrange electron around it, and by that process, this creative activity of this universe is progressing. So, in the next class, we can see some sukta regarding Rudra, that is regarding this nucleus.